Our fourth topic, picture description. In the picture description exercise, a picture is given. A description or an account of what the picture suggests is written in a paragraph. It is also called as picture comprehension or picture reading. In the picture description exercise, one picture is given in your question paper. You have to see that picture. What is there in the picture? That you should write in a paragraph using appropriate sentences, appropriate words. And this picture reading exercise is also called as picture reading or picture comprehension. So before starting the study of picture description exercise, there are certain points to keep in mind. Let's have a look at them. Points to keep in mind. A. Look at the picture carefully. When we encounter the question of picture description, we should look at the picture very carefully. What are the things in the picture? We should think over it. Think about the picture for a while before writing. As soon as we see the picture, we should not start writing. Simply, we must not be in such a hurry. We should look at the picture and we should think about the picture for 1 or 2 minutes, keeping in mind the availability of time. What are the things? Who are the persons? And what is going on in the picture? We should have a clear look at the picture. See, you may begin the description of the picture the following way. In the letter writing, in the profile writing, in the story development, we studied some starting sentences. Here in the picture descriptions also, there are certain starting sentences. We may take the help of those sentences. You may begin the picture the following way. In the picture I can see. You may start like this. The given picture is about. This sentence also you may use there is or there are. If an incident is going on, only one incident you are explaining about, you may start with singular phrase there is. If there are certain things, plural things, you may use the phrase there are. D. Usually simple present tense and present continuous tenses are used. While doing story development exercise, we learnt that the story should be written in past tenses. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense. Except the quotes, the words that we put in the quotation mark, their tense may be different. But the story should be in the past tense. Here also there is a rule that during picture description we should follow simple present tense or present continuous tense, maybe passive voice. Describe the picture coherently by starting the description from the left, right, top, bottom or middle of the picture and cover everything. This is also one of the most important points to keep in mind. If we look at the picture, we start describing that picture. The picture description should be coherent. We should not jump from one place to another place randomly. If we are starting the picture description from the left, we should go from the left only, covering all the points. If we are starting from the top, we should come down, explaining one by one. If we are starting from the middle, we should cover all the points one by one. Serial, it should go in a serial way, one by one, not haphazardly. If we are starting from the bottom, it should go in a coherent manner, so that the writing will be systematic and it will be better comprehended. That one point also we need to keep in mind. And we should cover everything, whatever is there in the picture. Nothing should be left out. Where is the thing in the picture? This is also one of the important points. Where we are seeing the thing in the picture? At the top of the picture, in the middle of the picture, on the on the left or on the right of the picture, next to, in front of, behind, on top of, under, near, where is the thing. Certain prepositions also we have to use, whether the thing is in front of, or whether the thing is behind, or whether the thing is near, whether the thing is beside, whether the thing is next to, or on top of the picture, at the left, right. All these phrases we may use in our picture description exercise. So this is about the picture description. Now let's have a look at one real example and let's describe the picture. Example 1, question. Write a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you. We should look at the picture. And then we should write a paragraph about this picture, what this picture suggests to us. While discussing about the meaning of the picture description and points to keep in mind, we discussed certain things before doing picture description activity. We should look at the picture 2-3 minutes briefly, and then we should think about the picture, what is going on in the picture. Then we should explain the picture in simple present tense or present continuous tense. Usually the picture description activity is done with the help of simple present tense or present continuous tense, maybe passive voice sentences. And one more important thing to keep in mind is we should start the description of the picture from one side, either from top or from bottom or from right or from left or from middle. From one side we should start the description of the picture writing, and we should cover the entire picture. Now let's start from the left side of the picture and then cover everything. This is the question and this is the answer. Brief answer is there. The given picture is about a house construction. What's going on there? We should give an introduction of this picture in 2-3 sentences before going to describe the picture. There are 5 people in the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people we see in the picture. All of them are doing their respective work. What are these all people doing? Their respective work of constructing a beautiful house. The painter is painting house with the yellow color. See here, I had told you from one side we should start the description of the picture. So here we have started with this painter, and this painter, what is he doing? He is painting the wall with the yellow color. Then the mason is laying the bricks standing on the half constructed wall. After painter we go to mason. He is the next person. He is seen in the picture soon after painter. What is he doing? He is laying the bricks standing on the half constructed wall. Then the carpenter is making the door using his tools such as hammer, nails, jigsaw. Then we come to the carpenter. What's the carpenter is doing here? The carpenter is making this door. He is using some of the tools, chisel, it may be hammer, jigsaw and nail. Here in the picture, jigsaw, hammer and nails are appearing. That's why I have used those words. The laborer is holding the ladder. See here, this is the laborer and he is holding the ladder. After these 3 people we came to this person. The electrician is installing an electric bulb standing on the ladder. Here what is this electrician doing? By what he is doing there, we can find that who is this person. He is installing electric bulb means he is doing some electric work means we can assume that he might be electrician. So electrician is installing the bulb. Standing on the ladder. He is standing on the ladder. This picture suggests the importance of teamwork. Then what that picture entirely suggesting? It's suggesting about the importance of teamwork. This is how we may do the activity of picture description. This is not the final one. If you give a picture description activity to 10 people, 10 different kinds of descriptions come out. So this is, in my view, that is also keeping in mind the brevity and scope of the question that we face in our SSLC board examination, and what that question expects. Keeping in mind all these things, I have described this much. You may describe the picture in your own way, more beautifully than this one. You may write pages of description about the tiles, about the color of the door, about this, that, what type of house it is, but we have to keep in mind the time also, how much time we are given. Within that time, we should try to do our activity. Just now we saw about example 1 in picture writing. Now let's go to example 2. That question I have taken from the SSLC examination which was held recently in June 2020, second language English. Let's look at the question. Example 2, taken from the SSLC annual board examination, second language English, question paper held in June 2020. Recently an exam was held, annual exam, SSLC annual exam. So that SSLC board exam question paper, this is second language English, remember. That question let's solve here. Question: write a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you in a paragraph. Here there is a picture given in the question paper. So the question is, looking at the picture, write a description. What do you see in the picture? So we should keep in mind the suggestions that we have studied in the previous episode, and keeping in mind all those suggestions, we should start writing our picture description. First 2-3 minutes of watching that picture keenly is very important. And now let's directly go to describe the picture. As usual, we start from the left side of the picture description. You may start from top, bottom, this side, but based on the picture, how is that picture? In that way we should describe that. Usually the picture description starts from the left side of the picture. Let's have a look at that picture description. First we should say 1 or 2 sentences about the introduction of this picture. This picture is about a busy road in a city, and people are going on their work, different work. This is a busy road. Let's see the actual description. This picture suggests a busy road in a city. Here we are looking a road. It's a busy one because it is full of people. The porter is carrying luggage. We have started our description from this side. The person who carries the luggage of other people for money is called as porter. And this kind of words also you should remember. A sound vocabulary is a must to describe the picture properly. So this person is called as porter, this person is called as cobbler, this person is called as laborer, this person is called as sweeper, like that. Vocabulary, we should know certain words. If there are no words, we will not be able to describe the picture properly. So vocabulary should also be there for a English student. Developing vocabulary is easy as well as it is difficult. Let's study about how to develop vocabulary easily when we are discussing about spoken English. So the porter is carrying luggage. He is not only holding a suitcase in his hand but also carrying two boxes on his head. You may see here a box in his hand and a suitcase in his hand and two boxes on his head. There is a gentleman walking behind him with a boy. It seems the boy is his son. Then behind him we may see a gentleman, and along with this gentleman there is a boy. We may assume that this boy might be the son of this gentleman. We don't know anything about this picture. We don't have any prior knowledge about this picture. This picture is new for us. So when we are explaining that picture, sometimes we should use the phrase it seems, it may be. So this boy may be the son of this gentleman. Then so many people including women, children are going on their work. Here you can see women, small children. Everyone is walking. They might be going on their work. On the other hand, the sweeper is sweeping the road. Not only these people are walking here, some other people are also doing their work. Here a sweeper is sweeping the road and cleaning it. The cobbler is polishing the shoes of a gentleman. Here we may see, here you can see the cobbler. He is polishing the shoes of a gentleman. And then a laborer is carrying a gunny bag on his back. Here a laborer, he is carrying a gunny bag on his back. Everyone is busy with his/her work. Here whichever person you see, all those persons are busy with their work. So this is what the picture description question we discussed in this episode. We discussed about two questions of picture description. And now let's have a look at another example with the help of multimedia. Lesson picture description. A picture is given. A description or an account of what the picture suggests is written in a paragraph. It is also called as picture comprehension or picture reading. Points to remember. 1. Look at the picture carefully. 2. Think about the picture for a while before writing. 3. You may begin the picture description the following way. Example A. In the picture I can see. B. The given picture is about. C. There is. D. There are. 4. Usually simple present tense and present continuous tenses are used to describe a picture. 5. Describe the picture coherently. Start from left, right, top, bottom, middle and cover everything. 6. Where is the thing in the picture? At the top of the picture, in the middle of the picture, on the left of the picture, on the right of the picture, next to, in front of, behind, near, on top of, under. Question. Write a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you. Visitors, please remove your shoes. No food and drink. No dogs allowed. No smoking. Please use bins provided. No fishing. Answer. The given picture consists of the signboards. They are usually displayed at different places such as parks, religious and holy places, hotels, tourist places, function halls, auditoriums, cinemas, playgrounds, stadiums, etc. The signboards in this picture suggest the following. 1. The visitors are requested to remove their shoes. Top left corner of the picture. The visitors are not allowed to use food and drink in this area. Top middle of the picture. 3. The visitors are requested not to bring their dogs. Top right corner of the picture. 4. The visitors are requested not to smoke in this area. Bottom left corner of the picture. 5. The visitors are requested to use the bins provided. Bottom middle of the picture. 6. The visitors are requested not to do fishing in this area. Bottom right corner of the picture. Thank you. Now, one more very important question is there, that is passage. That gets you 4 marks. Let's study passage.